Good afternoon, welcome back to Three Swords Gaming. So we are back in Arknights Endfield and ready to continue our playthrough of the story in patch 1.4 as we navigate towards the... we're in the exclusion zone, working our way towards the very large rift, right? And there's been a lot that's been going on with Ardashir being held prisoner and him saying all kinds of very ominous things or whatever about and about Edmund's origins as well and so forth. But then also a lot with Arcane, right? A lot with Arcane, and that's great, and something we're really enjoying. So we're continuing to move forward and ready to really start getting towards the rift. The last video, we were navigating towards. We got to Tianjin Hall. There was, what was his name, Instructor Zhu or something like that. But we still have a ways to go. We got to end up getting, like, over here, I believe it is. Don't know that that'll happen in this video specifically. Don't know that it'll happen today. Because it is a little bit time-consuming. There's a lot in this story. And so it's going to take some time to work through it all, and of course if I stop to open every chest and look at everything, that will drag it out even more. So let's move towards talking to Perlica and preparing to set off. But I have Perlica. Perlica! Oh, sorry, I didn't mean to get... Oh, you get right up in their space and they kind of back off. Alright, why am I having such a hard time getting to Perlica? You know what? I'm making this harder than it has to be. Whoops. Perlica is literally standing. Hold on. There we go. It was that easy, and I made it hard.
Endman, ready to go?
I am ready to go. I came here just for this on a Sunday afternoon.
The very large rift is just ahead. The moment to end it has finally come.
You say that, but I don't feel like the moment's quite here yet.
Then we shall ride the momentum.
Ride the moment. Yeah, that's pretty good.
Roger. One more push to see it through.
Roger. Who's Roger? I thought I was talking to Perlica. Alright. Oh, and I predicted that at the end of the last video, right? That probably we were at the end of a chapter. And that we just needed to go talk to Perlica to close it out. But I was afraid, because some of these run so long, I didn't want to take a risk on... Let's see. Oh, I was about ready to talk to Zhuangfang Yi. I just assumed that was the next thing that we needed to do. But no, we need to enter the Blight Miasma and find the rift location. Okay. Well, let's do that then.
Instructor Zhu's pale blight shade. What is it exactly?
We had 0 visual reports. The miasma kept us from going this far.
Is that what that does? That just changes our perspective. Okay. So that's a really valid question, right? Because throughout much of the early story, we had been told by the Special Task Force folks who had been fighting the Blightshades that the Blightshades were, like reflections or like moments in time that were trapped or whatever, but not people. And Inspector Zhu kind of challenged that notion, right? Now, Inspector Zhu was a pale Blightshade, not a regular Blightshade. And we've seen one other pale Blightshade, right? And that's actually really important. That's going to be a huge story beat. I think it will be in this video, if I remember correctly. Alright, coffee, let's go. Alright, and back into the miasma poisoning. So again, we have to move with a purpose. Follow the... Oh no, we can't follow the green line. Something's happening. Well, that's not optimal. What I don't know is if we're accruing the miasma poisoning while the cutscene's taking place. I hope not. That would be unfortunate. Oh, so many of them. Oh, that's right. Yes.
These
So,
black shades feel pretty creepy to me. Should we avoid them?
We should. Let's find another way.
yes. As Chen and Arcane pointed out, we do not fight these.
Final breaths.
We, yeah, that's a correct tool. We have to avoid them, so it's just another mechanic that adds to
Danger up ahead.
kind of the challenge of navigating through here. I did enjoy this portion on my first playthrough, and I enjoy it now.
We're very
But I,
close to the very large rift. The intel we have about the area up ahead is insufficient. The ether is always changing. Stay close.
wait, where am I supposed to be going here? They did such a great job with this release. I really enjoy playing through all of it, honestly. Oh no. Where does it end up? There we go. Okay, there's a pillar on the other side, which is probably a good thing because I am getting low on my miasma resistance. There we go. Of course, we could just step back in before taking off.
Careful. Don't let the blight shades tie us down.
Yeah, I'm making a point of very much trying not to do that further.
Final breaths.
The fact that their level is undetermined is kind of a nice touch. I can get behind that.
All these twists and turns. It's so complicated.
I agree, Chen. What? It goes through a pipe? Can you imagine if that hadn't fallen down to where it's actually exactly where it needs to be? This is like a great video gameism, is things that conveniently like land how they're supposed to for us to
Rift should be
continue
up ahead.
navigating.
Stay on track and keep going.
I mean, what if it just plunged into the pit and we were stuck?
Blight shades, do not approach.
We must uphold the Tianqi's trust.
Alright. So that thing
Right.
unlocked automatically?
Endman, you decide.
I decide what? I haven't been paying attention, Arcane. I was talking. Oh, a mistake was made.
Guys, cover you. Hey,
Meet your end here.
ready to strike. Priscilla.
Good work, everyone.
Alright, I'm sure there's something good in there. But since it is not where we needed to go. Is it where we needed to? Oh, it is where we needed to go. Okay.
Strategic supplies detected at target location. Awaiting orders.
It's there. Let's...
High threat hostile.
approach with caution.
It's our only path. We must take that flight to...
Ugh, this one looks really tough.
Look at its head. Crush it with the ceiling.
Dang.
Breaths.
Arcane is ruthless. We're just gonna squish these dudes.
Thank you.
Anyone hurt? Arcane, you alright?
I'm alright. The Serenite Nexus is safe as well.
That cave-in was unexpected, but that fall actually brought us closer to the rift.
Found it. Get ready. Time to end the miasma's source.
So interestingly, we return to all these rifts later after the story for a side quest where we like finally fill them for good.
Area formation is strike at the front.
And that's the one that I was talking about that's time gated. It's not difficult. It's not unpleasant. It just... And it doesn't require... I'm not talking time gated by like 3 days between each step or something. It's... Oh, I don't know. 90 minutes between each stage, maybe?
I'm sorry.
The Blight miasma is gone. The sentry base can be built at the Serenite research labs.
Oh, progress.
The final target is very close. The plan now calls for the construction of a bridge to allow proper passage.
Nice. Everything's going super smooth. Let's make use of our winning streak.
Onwards. Time to build a 3rd century base.
This is the day.
I love the elevators in this game. That's a really weird, like, kind of small, stupid thing to, like, be happy about, but... And I love this minigame. Well, that one was easy. Some of them are not. Some of them, I don't want to say they're hard, but, like, some of them give you enough cause for thought that
Serenite
is
research
rewarding.
labs. The best Tianxia once worked there. The passing of these scientists dealt a serious setback to Etherside research.
Tian Shizhuang's instructor, Mi Feng's parents, and many others. The ground is even. All local threats have been eliminated. Let's inform Tian Shizhuang.
This is the ruins of the Serenite research labs in the heart of the Wuling Science Station. Building the sentry base here means a lot to us. You've all done well. Our next step is to scout the area ahead of us and construct the bridge.
If you look around while they're doing this, like, as always, the environment design is just top-notch. And I really think for this particular portion of 1.4, it's, like, flawless. Alright. By the way, I think I have like an almost full. Well, I have Birdo Muck. I did the most ridiculous side story a few minutes ago. Oh, wait, we're actually going to keep that. Alright, there we go. We got some inventory space.
So, Yenman's fighting style is pretty unique and impressive. I'm really curious how...
Here, follow me and tread carefully. The landscape of the research lab seems largely unchanged. After some basic repairs, we should have a way forward.
By the way, they just did something that, like, I've seen games not do, and it just drives me insane. There was ambient dialogue, and they stopped the ambient dialogue when story dialogue began. And that you would say to yourself, well, yeah, of course, but I've seen games not do that. And man, is it annoying. It's annoying as a player, and then it's obviously annoying if you're making a video, because it's just noise. But as a player, like, you're trying to focus on something that is, like, story related, and that's why I always stop talking when there's dialogue, or I try to, because it's story. It's like in any story-driven game, that is the reason you're playing, right? Like, and the gameplay is important too, and it all comes together. It's the full experience. But if you're missing the story, you're missing the full experience, right, Zhuang Fengyi? Yeah, it does seem like we need a bridge. That does seem like a bridgeable location.
The situation in the field is better than my estimates. Once the bridge is complete, the last destination shall be within reach.
So, the bridge will use Shiranite building materials carried by the Tianxia.
Correct. We've prepared some general-purpose materials, though it took quite a while. The research labs should still have some data and readings recorded when the very large rift ruptured. If recovered, they will benefit the future of Wuling, and possibly the future of all Talos too. While we wait, I've decided to search the main building. Endman, perhaps your team can go through the secondary building.
No problem.
The Tianxia can handle debris clearing and facility setups. Also,
Yinglong Special Task Force will establish a secure perimeter.
Man, Arcane's all about business.
we are in the heart of the Blight miasma. Safety is our priority. Do not take unnecessary risks. And I shall repeat myself again, Arcane. Certain things shouldn't be rushed.
Understood.
I hope Lee doesn't sneak off for some miasma recon run. She feels so uptight and tense.
Chen, why don't you keep an eye on Arcane? Go spy on our new friend.
Okay, I'll go after her. Call me if anything comes up.
Okie dokes.
Our homes, taken from us 10 years ago. Now we have returned as one. Hope is in our sights. The goal is within our grasp. Onwards! Onwards!
Rah!
For years, I would only revisit this place in my nightmares. I only realized today how many of my memories differ from truth.
That's like a very real thing when you talk about traumatic memories. I experienced a very interesting thing when, a few years back, I met with a friend of mine from my first deployment who had lost his leg in an IED. And it was our first time meeting in a number of years. I've seen him several times since. We see each other fairly regularly, about once a year now. But at that point, I hadn't seen him for, oh man, it was at least 10 years, maybe closer to 15. And we were discussing the event in which he lost his leg, and our memories were of certain events were different, which was a very interesting thing. And of course, you know, it was a relatively traumatic event for me. It was a very traumatic event for him. It was his leg. But for us to discover that, like, our memories were so different, and then we started to, between our memories, parse out the truth. But it's a very interesting thing, how traumatic memories oftentimes take on a life of their own.
In any case, if you do recover some data, please meet me at the main building of the research labs.
All right, on the hunt for
Veronica,
data.
Are you thinking about something?
Yes.
Okay, and now they interrupt dialogue. Unfortunate.
About the exiles. The very large rift might be hiding something dangerous.
Okay, is that it? That's all we have to talk about there? Okay. So, yeah, we can upgrade stuffs. Oh, we can actually upgrade our arrow salvager. Alright. And then we need an established factory. Or what? Well, I mean, we could do this in one of our factories already, right? And probably I could actually find the space to do this stuff, but it feels unnecessary. We would need to generate the cuprium canisters, and then also we would need to do separator cores. None of that is particularly... Wait, Salvager 1? Salvager 1. What? Oh, I didn't upgrade to a Salvager 2. I made 2 Salvager 1s. That's dumb, man. That's alright. We'll survive. Where am I going here? We'll sort all that out after the story's complete. I'll have plenty of time to do that.
Building structure remains sound despite the disaster. Those data should be in place. Endman, let's perform a scan.
Scan. Alright, sounds good. Got old data results. Of course, there's a whole bunch of other things here that you can look at as well. This one's actually somewhat relevant to us because we will be filling rifts later. We're missing. There it is.
Endman?
Perlica, I saw a thing. I think the proto-reg is responding to something.
Let me take a look.
Easy, killer.
Nothing extraordinary. Perhaps it's because we're getting closer to the rift. Perhaps it's the exiles.
Our only way is forward.
Yes. Once we reach the rift, the answer shall reveal itself. And this time, we have even more companions to count on. Endman, I'd like to search this building a little more. However, Tianshi Zhuang is waiting at the main building for these files.
Well, I'll take her the files, and I'll leave you
She
here
has
by
waited
yourself.
For 10 years. Don't make her wait any longer.
I literally just said I'm going to take her the files, Perlica. Are you just going to stay here by yourself? Like, I know you're not helpless, but you are the weakest member of the team.
I'll take these files to the main building.
I don't dislike Perlica. To be clear, I do not dislike Perlica. She's the cutest burb.
Most of the structure has collapsed. Fortunately, the instruments were undamaged. The data is still intact. I'm a scientist. Luck should not factor in my decisions. But now, I want to believe that our timing is perfect and all the elements are in place.
I found an
It's
SSD.
here. The data from that very moment, and a partially deciphered rift model. I have shared this data with the Tianshi. It will be a key reference for all our subsequent projects on Sheer Knight.
Apparently, miasma prevents all communications except for Wi-Fi data transfers.
I'm very grateful, Endman.
Don't thank me. Thank your recruiter. It's part of my job.
There was actually a personal reason behind my request to meet you here. The research labs used to be the center of the science station. Many scientists worked countless hours at this place. They swore an oath to crack the problem of ether. All of them were here when the disaster happened. Ling Yu, my mentor. Then there's Wang Pu, Xie Xiaoyun, Ru Lan. My fellow disciples, old friends, and loving mentor. Many gave their lives and rest here forever. Yet some survived to carry on their will and legacy. I will not forget them. And I have never been alone.
My name?
This is the memorial to Project Sheer Knight, and the very first beacon we lit together. It brought light to Wuling City, and was passed from one to another. Now we bear the torch to illuminate the path ahead. When I saw you for the first time outside Wuling, I thought this might be my chance to be back here again. You might not remember, but I want you to know this. From the past till the present, Wuling has and always will stand with Enfield. Our Tianshi seem to be ready. Let's go.
That's some very fast bridge building.
We used to take this path. Back then, I never knew it would be years before I walked upon it once more. I'm glad we found our way back together.
Tianshi Zhuang, Enman, everything's ready to roll.
And we strike while the Ferium's hot. Let it begin.
Such a silly little thing. Instead of saying strike while the iron's hot, it's strike while the Ferium's hot. And Ferium obviously is intended to be iron in the game. But even though it's like a silly, stupid little thing, I kind of appreciate it. Like, I have a soft spot for dumb things like that. Because they're lore consistent, right? If she had said strike while the iron's hot, it would immediately raise the question, for some players, for players who get hung up on weird little details, it would raise the question like, oh, is there iron in this world? Then what's Ferium? Like, and that would actually be fine. Like, you can have a fantasy world that has both things that are in this world and things that are in that world. Like, that would be fine. But because Ferium with the FERR had already been equated by the player community as being iron, then, like, you know, then that would have raised all kinds of questions and stuff. Like, it's a little weird, one of those weird little attention detail things.
We did it! We'll cross the bridge and reach that rift!
That's right, excited Tianshi.
That was nerve-wracking. Oh, my hands almost shook.
Finally, our homecoming.
We should proceed carefully.
This is a very meaningful moment for both of us.
Fellow Tianshi, perform final verification of Arts Unit status. We shall breach the Blight Miasma and reach the very large rift. Endman, both you and the Shiranite Nexus are central to the operation. You are our only means to fill the rift with Shiranite. Keep yourself safe. And before we go, do check on Arcane. I'm afraid she could hardly wait for this moment.
So rewarding that they made Arcane like central to the story. And it makes it rewarding that we pulled for Arcane. By the way, before we go talk to Arcane, fantastic job with the animation of the bridge extending across the ravine. Like, they could have just had it go across and leave it at that without like the animation of the stones and the structure and all that business. that extra touch makes it so much better. Hi, Arcane.
Finally, I see it again with my own eyes. The largest known rift of the Civilization Band. The monstrosity that destroyed the Wuling Science Station. And the razor that tore at my heart for a decade.
Come on. You got me this time. And the Endmen.
That's right, Chen.
Chen Xianyu,
Yeah?
back then, you abandoned the mission to carry the wounded. Then you had a big fight with Instructor Zhu. Any of that comes to mind?
Of course it does. That was the reason Instructor Ju disqualified me from Yinglang's Special Task Force.
But the truth is, he always felt you did the right thing.
What? Then why did...
It was right, but it was not the duty of the Yinglongs. The Yinglongs face more than the rift. We have to deal with the Aurora of the North, the shore beyond, and other anomalous ether phenomena beyond the frontier. At times, we had to treat Talos as our imaginary opponent. Duty and responsibility outweighed what felt emotionally right. But you never set aside those feelings. You never learned to forget or ignore. Of course, you can put teammate safety over the mission all you want, but you wouldn't last a year doing this. You might make a good pugilist, a heroic swordmancer. But you won't make a soldier who'd ignore the lives of their own or their companions just to see a mission through.
Why tell me this now? Of all times.
I just felt that. I have to tell you now, because I might not get another chance.
What a drama queen.
Stop saying unlucky stuff like that! Oh, Talos bless us.
However, you found your true calling. Now it's my turn to do the same.
So this is going to be super relevant as we move forward.
Endman, we're done calibrating. The Tianshi can set off any time. How about you and your team, Endman?
Our spirit is high.
Onwards.
The day has finally arrived. Onwards, to the very large rift.
Lucia, take my hand!
I'll bring her back.
very high up. Backtracking is impossible.
So, great animation, like really nice cinematic. It is funny that there being no falling damage in Talos 2 is now canonized in the cinematic as well as the gameplay.
The exit.
Although apparently she suffered some damage, right?
I can't afford to stay here. Wait, it's you again. Wait! My body's getting heavy. The others, are they all right? The Endmen and Chen are there. They should...
So it's the classic, you are the wounded character, so they slow your movement speed and all that business. Like, okay.
Wait, where are you taking me? Instructor Jewel? And you... Where are you going? Wait for me. I'm seeing things. The miasma. Of all times. Fine. Bring it on.
Deploy formation. Meet your end here. Break. Shatter the line. Deploy formation. Right. Now cover. Strike and suppress. For a sunlit earth of light. Shatter the line.
So as you can see, we're dead. I died, but they won't let you die. They won't let you fail the story sequence. So we will stay at 1 hit point until we complete it.
awake? I'm relieved.
Alright, so in the preceding cutscene, when Endman steps in and saves Arcane, a couple of interesting things that I want to note. One, remember Arcane had just given the speech to Chen about, like, you know, self-sacrifice ahead of the mission and all that business. But that's exactly what Endman does here to save Arcane. So there's this kind of dichotomy between how Arcane views things and how Enfield does things, and I think that's very much by design. I think that's central to like how they wrote this. Also, I don't know if it was intentional or if it's just coincidence that, remember, Arcane was carried out of, you know, where the disaster took place, and then we get the imagery of Endman carrying her again. So like this representation of once again Arcane being carried, also kind of an interesting thing. Anyway, okay, Arcane's awake. Endman's relieved.
You're not an illusion.
Definitely not.
Why did you come here?
Okay, and so that's what prompts Arcane to ask the question in the first place. Because what Endman did is contrary to like her ethic in terms of how like a military force would conduct themselves.
You and the Shiranite Nexus are key to the entire operation. If something were to happen to you...
You just saved many lives. It's only fair that someone came to save yours.
I just said our duty does not allow us to abandon the mission just to save lives. Look at me now. I even dragged the Endman into this mess. A dishonorable discharge is what I deserve.
You have a fever. Go easy on yourself.
Leave me. Find your way back. I refuse to be a dead weight.
Before the bridge collapsed, my proto-rig responded to that power. Ardashir mentioned that secret. It might be what took out the Shiranite bridge.
What do you mean?
I meant to say that I was tracking with my proto-rig. I only leaped down because I wanted to uncover that secret. You're not a deadweight to anyone.
You're just trying to make me feel better.
Just speaking the truth. How are you holding up?
Good. Your first aid worked well.
That's because I'm the Endman.
Oh, and I noticed that you patched up my wounds. Thanks.
No problem. I'm carrying a whole bunch of injectors. I'm ready to heal.
Never expected to see all this here. Arcane?
I'm alright. It's just my chest. It felt a little... heavy.
did some scouting and found a trail. We should head down that way.
Agreed.
Wait, is this where we just came from? That's where we just came from. This must be the trail. Their use of color is so good. I mean, here, like, it's good and stuff, like the purples are fun and everything. But with that village, so good. I love this too, as we go on.
Just go! Save the children.
Light shades. Are they trying to escape?
And so, at some point, I'm going to talk about this. I just don't want to spoil anything, but it should become obvious to us soon enough what is happening here.
Bear with it! Let them pass! I need more people! Now!
They created a path.
A fragment from 10 years ago. The exclusion zone disaster.
Dude, that dude got squished, man. So, like, this is... And this really, my first time I played through this, I was, like, moved by this. They do such a good job of this portrayal. Because we're told about this. And then we see it. We almost, like, play through it. But not really, but we're seeing it as we play. So almost play through this.
I'm done. This is all I could do. You must live on.
It's over for him.
Well, he went out like a boss. Look at that. What a guy.
I'm exhausted. I just need a break. Don't turn around. Keep moving.
Also, you have a giant rock on your foot.
They were those who fell in the past.
The rupture of the very large rifts didn't kill everyone instantly.
So this should start to click, right? And this is, again, just top tier environment design. Flawless, in my opinion. Perfect.
A terrible building collapse took place here. As we get closer to the rift, their deaths become even clearer to us. What do all these pale blight shades signify? Are they just disaster victims with no hostility?
Papa, Mama, I miss you.
Okay, so now it should be explicitly clear. So now I'm going to talk about it. All this time, we've been following this little girl. And it's a representation of Arcane when she was rescued. Right? Which raises some interesting, again, more questions about the nature of the Pale Blight Shades. But then also really lends just so much more to Arcane's story. And this isn't storytelling magic in the way, you know, in the idea, in the concept. It's been done before, it'll be done again. And to some degree was even done earlier in Enfield with Zhuang Fangyi's memories. But it is executed exceptionally well. With excellent animation, excellent pacing, framing, everything.
The red ribbon.
Emin drives it home just in case some players are really struggling to put it together.
Is it mine? She's... me? If the Blight Shades are info fragments of the disaster victims, what does that make me?
Hey, don't obsess about it. You're still alive and well. She's been guiding us along the way. You know where we are?
Hold on. I recognize this place. How could I ever forget? This was... my home.
These people are fixed to a moment prior to the disaster.
How is this possible? But I actually know this face.
So I'm going from like group to group here because some of them actually have like some dialogue.
How much do you remember about this place?
I thought I'd forgotten everything. But being back here has helped me remember pieces of the past. The corner tea stall is over there. But their homebrewed coffee is their most popular item. That's the video shop. My father would rent Yanni's martial arts movies, but Mom didn't like them. She preferred documentaries. When I was little, I used to play on this street. It was a close, friendly, and busy neighborhood.
Just like what we're seeing?
Yes, just like what we're seeing. Had that incident never occurred, these idyllic days might have gone on forever. So many years. I couldn't tell the hateful noises from the loving ones. And when I finally learned how, I had to work them out slowly from memory.
But at least the past did actually exist.
You're right. But they'll never respond to me again. What is the point of this?
Do you want to take me there?
Hey there! See these fruits? Freshly delivered, grown in the orchards of Luoyi.
I can't play with you anymore. I gotta go to school tomorrow.
Well, I'm actually going to the same school. Oh, really? Oh, yippee! That's great!
Enough talking already. Come, have a drink.
No response. They're just residual information. Let's look around. We might...
Oops.
She's ignored me for days. But it was my fault. I'll wait a few days and apologize to her myself. I hope she can forgive me.
I love that they added voice acting to all this. Whoops. Like, it just fleshes it out so much more, right?
Maybe we should return to Hongshan. I'll get back to my trade and get another job. The science station is just too small. We should think about Julian's future.
What about the Rift Project? You spent a lifetime on this. It's a great endeavor. Jiyan, she'll be proud of you.
Juyen, stop looking! Come here! It's okay, girl. Don't cry. We'll be fine. I'll get you out of here. Just relax, okay?
I got home that day and found my parents arguing about bringing me back to Hongshan. Then the ground shook, and I heard Aunt Yan's voice. We didn't go far. The ground sank. Houses crumpled all around us. We were buried in the rubble till the watchguards found us. But I could barely recall what they looked like.
You were very young.
She left again. We should follow.
I can't play with you anymore.
Well, Really?
I think we've heard these.
Tanjian Hall has approved the applications. In addition to swordmancy and originium arts, I'll offer private courses on several basic subjects. It's the least I could do. Give the children a school.
Hall?
Hmm? Dear child, are you interested?
No, you got a scary beard.
The audacity. Just like my own girl.
Instructor. I actually said those things to you. When I was a girl, I never imagined the heavy duties of the Yinglongs. They were simply incredible in my eyes.
And you are now their incredible task leader.
There are occasions when I felt crushed by the duties. But who am I to talk? You're bearing so much more. You're the savior of Talos too.
I don't think we should compete on that. Besides, my main problem is that I've lost my memories. Did you ever regret choosing this path?
Never. Then again, I didn't have a choice to begin with.
It feels as though nothing ever happened.
Yet tomorrow never came for them. It's just... No!
An ether fluctuation.
Again. And again. Took everything away from me. You're still here. The only one left. You are all that I have. Sealing the rift, rebuilding Wuling. Everyone has a mission bearing hope for the future. But what about me? And this Blight Shade and me. What's the difference between us?
This question of yours is not mine to answer. If the Blight Shades are info fragments, then they should carry more than just despair.
You must live.
The girl's still alive!
Find one more here!
The Blight Shades are born of despair, anger, and fear. These info fragments buried us within this suffocating depth. You left the zone for 10 years, yet they remain trapped in this stranglehold. But what of the others? What of selfless sacrifice and the will to live?
Keep knocking the pipe, keep at it.
What
till you're
do they
found.
entrust you with? Those who sacrificed their lives to help you escape the Blight. Lee, they entrusted you with hope. This is why she was born. Always gentle and bright, just like your instructor. And everyone's still fighting at this very moment. You are not the survivor who never left the ruins. You're the only survivor who carried hope within herself. These Blight Shades left information that speaks the same line. It is truly wonderful to know you have survived.
apologies. I just never heard people say that before.
It must have been hard for you.
It was.
Sorry, that's all I can manage.
It's okay. It was more than I could ask for. We finally got to say a proper farewell.
Does a cloud fall back to the earth? If time is just a symptom of love,
Are you afraid? Don't worry. This time, we're here. It's where the tremors are coming from. Endman.
Yes, ma'am.
Time to move out.
if time is just a symptom of love, will you know that
I'm not crying. You're crying. I don't really have words for how good that is within the realm of like video games, right? Because video games tend to be an imperfect vehicle for carrying that kind of thing, right? Movies are a better vehicle. Or maybe books, but books don't give you visual stimuli. And I love books. I still prefer books over almost anything, but different media give you different inputs. And for the video game media, that's flawless. That's perfection.
About just then.
Our task leader would never cry. I saw nothing.
Don't let Chen know, or Summit. Well, what you saw should stay with you. That is a sword. How is this even possible?
This sword is gigantic. It looks more like a sculpture.
We had 0 reports about this. When did it first appear? Endman, any leads on this?
So I like this response. Even if I saw it before, I can't remember, which is true, right? Because Edmund has no memory. So Edmund might know exactly what this is, but you can't remember.
But one thing is without question.
It is imbued with ether energy. If this sword created the tremors that destroy the Sirenite Bridge, we must deal with it. Since the Sirenite Nexus is with us, Endman, shall we have a go at it?
Agreed.
Arcane, grab my hand!
Hope. Hope indeed. Even in the face of such destruction, despair wouldn't be the only thing we felt. I think I saw many of them. Those who ran towards the fire to get me out of the zone. My parents, my instructor, and you. They gave their lives so I could be saved. Even while heavily wounded, they did their best to wake me. Perhaps, from the very start, I've always been the childish one.
As a commander, I hope you can actually follow your orders.
So, Endman, any orders right now?
Have faith in me.
You got it.
And stop fighting, Chen. She's the one who cares most about you.
Fight? Did we ever do that?
Huh?
Let's get back to business. This strange sword might harbor secrets more terrifying than we thought. For years, Hongshan has always regarded the disaster as an incident. What if it was something else? The very possibility of that is unsettling enough. Endman, we must rendezvous with the main force at once.
The call finally got through. Endman, are you alright? You're not injured, are you?
I'm good. I also found Arcane. We're on our way back.
Lee's okay? And so is the Endman? Phew! Tianshi Zhuang's group has arrived at the base of the Celestial Column. Chen and I are staying at the perimeter. Send your location. We'll head over immediately. Endman! Thank goodness you didn't get hurt.
This time, I got you for sure. If I were faster, you wouldn't have fallen off, and the Endman wouldn't have to risk. So, can you still walk, Lee? Take it easy. Just lean on me.
I'm actually fine. Sorry for making you worry.
Huh? Making me worry? Lee, you sure you're all right? Endman, did something hit her head?
Where's Tianshi Zhuang? We found something important. We found a massive greatsword shrouded in ether energy. It's in the ruins below. Our hardware was limited. I tried to log some data with the personal arts unit. They've been synced with you. To be frank, I've never seen any records on its material, let alone a weapon that commands the ether.
A weapon that uses ether. It is consistent with the abilities demonstrated by Ardashir and Neferith. The Exiles. This could be our worst-case scenario. Tianshi Zhuang must be notified at once. She's at the rallying point, not too far from here. The last rift fissure is nearby as well.
We can't do much about the rift fissure on our own. You really took your time, Endman.
Well, let's plug the rift fissure.
You kinda changed. By a lot. Did something happen?
I just went home for a bit.
Huh? Home?
The rift fissure. It's at Pillar's Brace. We can reach it via the Tianshi Pillar R&D Center.
It's those weird light shapes again. Gotta go around them.
Your mate's
strike and surprise! Take your end!
Look over there.
Oh no, it's a dog. Oh, and dudes. Ah, now that's an ambush.
Deploy formation! Strike and surprise! Take your end!
Are those Blight Shades patrolling?
Ah.
Were they compelled by their residual information? Time our moves and avoid them.
Time is not a luxury we have.
Shatter the law formation! Use your end here!
The exit of the R&D center is very close to the rift fissure.
So that's where we're headed?
High-threat hostile. Approach with caution.
Oh no. Oh, it's one of the...
We must uphold the Tianqi's trust.
Strike and surprise!
We have made further progress.
Time to fight.
I'll get the law formation in place.
Oh man, this one might be tight. Ah.
If the road is out, make one yourself. We'll take the rooftops. It would be the quickest way.
We must uphold the Tianqi's trust.
Ugh, we're finally here.
Prep the Sewer Night Nexus. It's time to end this vile miasma.
Area still covered. Use your end here.
Ready to strike. Here's our chance.
Deploy formation. Deploy formation. Cover. Use your end here.
Ready to strike.
We'll meet your end here.
Well, that dude snuck up on me.
Area 6. Strike at the front. Ready to strike. Take your end. Give it to me. Hey.
Supervisor Perlica, have you regrouped? What are the statuses of the Endmen in Arcane?
The Endman is unhurt. Arcane's condition is good. We're on our way back.
I'm relieved to hear that. The temporary elevator is ready. I'm sending the coordinates to you.
Understood, but there's one more thing. The Endmen found a strange greatsword at the bottom of the gorge. Powerful ether reactions were observed as well. Perhaps that disaster contains an undiscovered secret from the past.
If that's true, it could overturn how we viewed the zone for the last 10 years. This is a grave matter. I'm assigning data collection to a team of Tianshi. Please return to the rallying point.
Let's go. Tianshi Zhuang will handle the rest.
So this one's running very long, but I really wanted to capture
Tianshi
the
Zhuang
entire
and others are up
chapter
ahead. Let's go. We really kept her
in one
waiting. She
go.
must be worried.
And now I'm just kind of waiting for the chapter to finish because the meat of it, which is Arcane's experiences, is complete. At least as far as I recall. And I am assuming when we get to the top up here that it should be the end of the chapter, or we should be really close. So, long video, but worth it in my opinion, because this has been what I consider to be the best chapter that Hypergriff has given us so far.
Good to see that everyone is safe. Endman, Arcane, welcome back. After receiving the call, several Tianshi immediately deployed skypoles. They conducted preliminary data gathering on that greatsword and the nearby environment. The data is quite anomalous. The depth readings fluctuate wildly. Peak readings even exceeded positive 0.4 at one point.
Well, I don't know what that means. I have no context for that.
Even in its ambient state? Then the sword...
The physical structure is inexplicable with existing theories, and the material is unknown. There are also large amounts of ether energy residues. The appearance is most worrying. It is a sword. Someone has made it.
Oh yeah. If it's a weapon, its wielder is probably somewhere.
So who created this thing? When and how did it appear in the exclusion zone?
And was the Very Large Rift disaster just an accidental incident?
That's all our intel could say. We'll need time to get to the bottom of this.
Proto-Rig responded to the sword.
It might be related to the Foundation, but this ancient enemy has disappeared. We know too little about them.
Maybe Ardashir can tell us more. Didn't he say that we'd want to talk to him again after reaching the Very Large Rift? Nefereth was also aiming for the Ether Rift in Valley 4. I am definitely seeing some pattern here.
Yes, Chen.
The mysteries keep piling up, but the Very Large Rift is expanding. Time is a luxury we do not have. No matter the truth that awaits us, our only way is forward.
everyone yearns for their home. Yeah.
Time to complete our last preparations. Endman? I'm thinking how that sword might be linked to you. Its response to the proto-rig? Was it ether neutralization by Originium, or a result of something unknown? I will continue to look into the Foundation. If M3 or Miss Warfarin were here, they might have more answers for us.
And of course, that's references to players from or characters from the original game, which for diehard fans of the original game, I'm sure is like very exciting. Particularly since you will occasionally see, like on your friends list, players that are waiting for Warfarin to be introduced in this game. We must face the truth, no matter what it holds.
But in your current state... No. You're right, Endman. Given the crisis, one can ill afford to hesitate.
Ill afford.
My job is to keep you safe. Regardless of what we're facing, I will uphold my duty. Make yourself ready, Endman.
Anything else I could help with? Oh, Endman.
Where's Arcane?
Huh? She was just nearby. It's what she does. Always running off when something's on her mind. I also noticed that after the two of you got out of the gorge, she became really different. How should I put it? It feels as though she's had a total makeover, like, oh, just like Perlica when she learned you were about to wake. Lee's got the same shine in her eyes. It's like all her edginess and stubbornness are gone. I'm not very used to this, by the way.
Is it an improvement?
That's true. Anyways, Lee's got this super competitive vibe going on right now. She's got me even more curious. You were only away for a short while. What happened? And what did she mean by going home?
Let's call it a change in mental well-being.
Sounds mysterious. Maybe it's best if I hear it straight from her.
Yeah, the time will come, Chen.
Well, thanks a lot, Enman.
What's up?
Yes, it's been years. Once again, I can see the entirety of the zone. Sorrow still lingers, but this time, it's different from what I felt 10 years ago.
Strong and hopeful people have gathered around you.
Yes, just like a dream. They can truly feel it, standing atop a home once lost, and having the chance to make up for their grief. Endman, this is the final step of our homecoming. Guide us, so that we may fulfill this decade-long dream of ours.
Okie doke. Alright. This chapter should end, right? I'm not gonna talk to all these people and then it's gonna start another story step. I mean, it will, but there should be an end first, right? Arcane.
Endman? I actually wanted some quiet time alone.
Am I disturbing you?
Of course not. I was just thinking about about the rift. The Blightshades, the Great Sword, and things I've lost over the past 10 years.
Did you arrive at a conclusion?
I actually did. I tried to tie everything together and realized that I was obsessed with what I lost. But I never thought about what I received. like a little fowl trying to fill a river by dropping pebbles into it. I saw many things on the journey, yet remembered none of them. Truth be told, this realization felt a little sad when it hit me.
You know, it's never too late to turn things around. Once we level the very large rift, some little fowl will have all the time she needs to admire the world she missed.
Yeah, she will. When I saw that sword, a possibility instantly sprang to mind. We'd regard the Blight and Aether as disasters and physical phenomena, like people during the Age of Terra who never really hated the Originium catastrophes. But to me, that sword offered a new possibility. All the things I've lost, all my grievances and anger, now have a target.
You're saying that the owner of the sword might have triggered the disaster, and you want revenge?
Yes. That was my original answer to your question. Who would have thought? Even upon realizing the possibility, I did not rage as I expected. The culprit's utter destruction won't change my mood, but it'd mean I no longer need to sacrifice other important things. I shall follow your command, and since having faith in you is your order, so long as you and Enfield are around, I'll no longer need to sacrifice anything, right?
Of course.
I'm yours to command, Endman. We shall finally end this. Time to finish our last mission.
All right, which we will do another time, because this video has gone quite long. All right, so we're going to wrap it up here. Thank you very much for hanging out with me again. Just to kind of emphasize, for me, that is the best chapter to date in Enfield. Very much enjoyed it. Enjoyed it the second time, just like I enjoyed it the first time. When we come back, we will probably in the next video complete the primary story of this patch, and then also, depending on how much time we have left, might even knock out the side story that is really, from my perspective, like part of the main story. So we'll get to those things when we come back. Thank you very much for hanging out with me, and I hope you have a good one. Later.